lot of people know this, but I'm going to share it because I think it's important that people, can relate to some of this stuff. But we tried to conceive for a long time. And ultimately, we went through the IVF process, and it really wreaked havoc on my body, my spirit, to be honest. It's really hard. If anyone's gone through it or is going through it, it's really hard in a lot of ways. So hang in there. We were so blessed to have our, healthy baby boy. I wanted to be the best mom for him. And so I started doing all the right things after birth, got back into exercising, lost a lot of weight, watched what I was eating. Things were going well. I felt really good. And so we went through IVF for a second time. I was 33 at the time, and we're blessed again with another healthy baby boy. So I know I'm very fortunate in that way. So I'm very, very thankful. But then in my late 30s, I just didn't feel right. I just felt like something was off. I started having a lot of heart palpitations. They were just kind of random at first, but then they started to become a daily occurrence. And truthfully, sometimes they would take my breath away. And they were just getting worse. And so ironically, the day after Thanksgiving, 7 years ago, I ended up in the ER. I was attached to all kinds of machines. I was sure I was having a heart attack. Heart disease and high blood pressure do run in my family. And I learned along the way that those who undergo fertility treatments are at an increased risk for cardiovascular disease. So I just assumed, hey, this is what it's going to be. So, they did all the tests and a lot of evaluations and ultimately told me they don't see anything wrong. They just think I'm under a lot of stress and having panic attacks, which for me, I'm like, it didn't sit right with me. I know myself, I know my body. I was offered beta blockers to try. I'm not poo-pooing pharmaceuticals, but for me, it just wasn't what I wanted to do. I want to know what's happening. I don't want to mask what's happening. So I really just kind of learned to deal with them at the time. And then fast forward about a year and a half from the ER visit, I was working out in my gym, and my coach invited me to a meeting that she was having at her house. And I was so intrigued. So I went. This Spitfire showed up named Tara, and she shared some information, and I was completely sold on this idea that reducing my oxidative stress, which by the way, I knew nothing about until that night, it might help me. So I figured at that point I had nothing to lose, everything to gain. I ordered the next morning. I was one of those early adopters where I literally started having the wildest dreams like a couple days in, which meant I was sleeping. I had an abundant amount of energy. So I knew I was sleeping well. I needed to chase my boys around. So this was perfect for me. And honestly, about the 2-week mark, I realized I was not having any heart palpitations. So I didn't fully understand the science around it, but I knew it was helping, and I knew I wasn't going to keep it to myself. So I called my coach and now one of my best friends, Kristen Bailey, a couple of weeks in, and I said, sign me up. I don't know what this is or what it's about, but I know everybody needs it, and I'm going to start with my family taking it. So this is what this mission is about, just taking it, feeling it, and sharing it with others. And now I'm 5.5 years in. I'm even more passionate about our company and the offerings we have. We have so much fun. We meet amazing people all over the world that, we might not have otherwise met. And we're getting paid to share stories. I mean, there are so many incredible stories in this company. I guarantee you can connect someone easily to a story that they need to hear. And that's why we're here. We're making a difference together. We're getting this information out there. We don't deny that we're all aging, but we don't have to feel like it. It's not really about adding those years to our life, but adding life to those years. So at the end of the day, for me, our health is the most important thing that we have. So thank whoever invited you here tonight, because they absolutely care about you. So where did all this start? So we've been selling products since 2003 on store shelves. And in 2005, if anyone remembers John Quinones and ABC's Primetime Investigator Report Show, I still love that show. It's where he goes to debunk products and claims. And so John went on air, did a blood test. He went to try and disprove the claims that we made about our product, which was to reduce oxidative stress in the body. And guess what happened? He took it for 2 weeks, retested, and it did exactly what we said it was going to do. It reduced his oxidative stress levels by 40% in 30 days. So what is this oxidative stress anyways? Essentially, it's rusting of the cells. If you think about an apple, when you cut it open, it quickly starts to brown. That's oxidation. We all breathe air. We all have it. And if you notice the red line in this picture, it represents high levels of oxidative stress, which happens as you age and is the root cause of disease in the body. And then if you notice the blue line, that's what happens once you start taking Protandim. Those oxidative stress levels are leveling out to that of a newborn, which is incredible. I mean, one of our mottos here is fix the cell to be well. So if you haven't seen that video, you should definitely ask someone who invited you to share it with you, because it's pretty awesome. So as I mentioned, oxidative stress is at the root cause of over 200 diseases. If you like science, go to pubmed.gov, type in oxidative stress. When I started looking at this information, I didn't really care too much about the science because I trusted the information, but I was curious. And so there was about 65,000 studies on PubMed at the time. There's over 318,000 studies, and that's a huge deal. I mean, oxidative stress impacts our body everywhere, as you can see. And really, why do we have it? So, our world has changed so much. Our environments have changed dramatically. We've introduced over 80,000 new chemicals since the Industrial Revolution. Herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, glyphosate, our bodies, diet, the everything they're putting in our foods, our habits, the pollution, our lack of sleep, too much stress, not enough exercise, too much sun. I mean, you really just can't avoid oxidative stress. And what does it feel like? Honestly, it's probably different for everybody, but chronic fatigue, low or no energy, having brain fog, lack of concentration, different aches and pains, constantly sick or having a hard time recovering when you're sick. Headaches, I think you get it. There's a lot of things that attribute to how we feel terrible. And maybe you've tried everything. Maybe this is you. Maybe you can relate to this, but you can see what happens to the cell when it's under attack. Free radicals attacking the cell, and then it ultimately is oxidative stress. That cell does not look happy to me. I do not want that happening in my body as much as possible. So Protandim is really God's pharmacy. It's made with 5 ingredients: turmeric, green tea, ashwagandha, bacopa, and milk thistle. You might take these, and yes, you can get them at the store, but buying them separately for one is going to cost you. And truthfully, these days, what kind of quality are you getting? How do you know which brand to pick, which was the right one? I mean, you go to GNC and the wall is full of vitamin C's and vitamin B's and D's and all these things. It's like, I'm just overwhelmed. I don't even know what to pick. And 2, if you did buy them all separately, you're still not going to get the synergistic effect of these put together because they're 1,800 times more effective put together. So even if you drink green tea all day long or you cook with turmeric, it's not going to be the same benefits. One of these activators is the equivalent of eating 400 oranges or 500 cups of broccoli. Nobody's doing that. Yes, keep eating a healthy diet, but just know that there is scientific evidence that you cannot get enough antioxidants in your diet to combat the damage that's happening in our bodies. So it's basically like the difference between showing up to a forest fire with a Dixie cup of water to tame the flames or showing up at the whole fire station in your county to fight the fire. I'll take the fire department. This product has 7 patents, 30 studies. It's clinically proven to reduce oxidative stress 40% in 30 days and 70% in 90 days. So the longer you're taking it, the better the benefits are. So you don't have to take my word for it. If you like science and research, we got you covered. What I think is especially interesting about this is our company did not pay to fund these studies like most companies do. These are self-funded studies done by the likes of Harvard University, the American Heart Association, the National Institute of Aging. They funded these studies on their own dime with our product. So that is very unique, and it gives you just a glimpse of the impact that activation carries. So that was our first activator, 20 years on the market, but we didn't stop there because we are never satisfied with learning how to improve our bodies and our health. So last year we launched a new category, True Science Liquid Collagen. Raise your hand if you have used collagen in the past. Personally, I was using a powder collagen already, and honestly, I can say I didn't really notice a difference, but I knew I needed it because I knew collagen is the most abundant protein in our body, and we lose collagen starting in our late 20s and early 30s. We start losing 1 to 1.5% of our collagen per year after that. And by 40, we're really starting to see it in our skin. Wrinkles start showing up. We've got skin dryness. Really, of all the 20,000 or so different proteins in the human body, collagen dominates. I mean, it dominates more than anything else because without it, our cells would simply collapse on themselves. Our skeleton and blood vessels would literally disintegrate, and we would be little blobs of shapeless tissues, and nobody wants that. So if I'm being really honest, I started using collagen more for the benefits of hair, skin, and nails. You know, it is really touted in the beauty industry, but it's really so much more than how your skin, nails, and hair look. It promotes muscle recovery, gut health, it strengthens your bones, tissue repair, eye and liver health, your mood, cognitive support. It's actually helped my knee so much. I noticed 2 months in, I wasn't cracking as much. So maybe you can relate. You get out of bed and you're like, snap, crackle, pop. Like, what is going on here? That is not happening. I'm very happy about that. But yes, by all means, please share this with your friends in the beauty industry because their clients will appreciate it because they can protect their investment of why they're there. So what makes our collagen superior and unique? Well, most collagens on the market just replenish collagen. That's what they do. There's, that's one of the many reasons that set us apart. Because if you remember, we're an activation company. And so our collagen activates, replenishes, and maintains collagen level. If you think about the arm, that's what we do. And so how and why is that? Liquid collagen is really just so much, it's important. It's more important than the powders on the market. You kind of wonder, like, why didn't we go the powder route? It seemed like the easier route. Everything's out there. Well, most powders you'll find are around $50 for 30 servings, but they only have a 10 to 30% absorption rate. So you'd have to take 3 to 9 times as much to get the same absorbent rate as a liquid, which is going to give you better results. So hydrolyzed, meaning we have hydrolyzed collagen, meaning it is broken down and assimilated into your body. So at first glance, people are thinking, oh, it might be a little expensive for them, but it's really not more expensive when you think about what you're getting and how your body can use it. You'd have to pay the exact same amount to buy the powder and take 3 times as much than you would with one of our bottles. So you're saving money there. And we have this amazing proprietary ingredient, red ruby quinoa. This is not the quinoa that you buy at the store, but what it does is it turns on 3 collagen production genes. So remember, you start to lose collagen every year because you stop producing it, and it also breaks down. And if you take a look at this study, it was an 8-week clinical study. This is a human skin cell, and you can see that it literally doubled the amount of collagen in 2 months, like doubled. Sign me up. I'm here for that. I would love to have that. Our collagen does contain 5,000 milligrams of marine collagen. So that's closest to the human collagen. Like I mentioned, it's hydrolyzed, which means it's chopped up into smaller pieces. So your body doesn't have to break it down, which makes it ready to absorb and utilize right away. And what also makes us special is we have 10 types of collagen in this drink. Most of the collagens on the market are only containing 1 to 2 types, and considering we have 28 types of collagen in our body, more is clearly better. Also, it tastes amazing. I absolutely love it. I was surprised when I think marine collagen, I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm going to think about this, but we use a citrus berry extract that gives it just like a really nice appleberry flavor, which also slows the breakdown of your existing collagen. So that's a win-win. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. I get asked that all the time. I like mine refrigerated, but it's not necessary. So what's in it? What's not in it, actually, I should say. No added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. Like I said, it tastes delicious. I literally use it as my after-dinner treat. I sometimes have been known to drink too. It does come in small, dark, recyclable glass bottles. I wish I had them sitting here, which makes it easy to take on the road as well. And the bottle design is actually made to protect the efficacy of the collagen. So I love the idea behind it. So we have 8-week clinical trial results, of course. So the collagen density increased by 100%, like huge. Depth of crow's feet reduced by 22%. Skin roughness decreased by 10%. Blood catalase levels increased by 202%. Catalase is one of the most crucial antioxidant enzymes that mitigates oxidative stress. So we talked about oxidative stress. This is an important thing. And then skin elasticity increased by 8%. So I'm here to see the pictures. I'm sure you all are too, because I can talk about it all day long, but let's see why people are loving this. I mean, look at Jane, look at her face, her crow's feet, just her skin looks so much more filled out and soft, the neck. You can always tell a person's age by their neck, but not if they're using our liquid collagen. And I mean, look at Carrie's pictures. Everybody looks 10 years younger to me. These are not Photoshop. These are people that we know. that are our clients, that are our teammates. This is not just for women, my male friends. I will say my son had a football injury last year, and I put him on the collagen right away, and he healed so fast that his doctor was like, what is going on here? He was super impressed. So it helps with so many things. Betty, everybody knows Betty. She's like the legend at LifeVantage because her transformation has been insane, and she's been on it for over a year now. But you just, I mean, it's unbelievable what it's doing to the skin here. These necks, I mean, people pay thousands of dollars to have lifts and treatments, and it's just amazing. I mean, just look at the lines, Mark's eyes. I mean, just everything is tightened up. I mean, Sean's face, it's just a huge, huge, huge improvement. The legs, I mean, the legs are insane. That alone, I'm like, sign me up here, because so cellulite is caused by fat tissues pushing against the skin and damaging collagen bands. So that's why you often see cellulite is a lack of collagen. So taking collagen can increase the skin density, elasticity, hydration, and works better the longer you take it, right? Just like anything. So us mamas know having those babies does all kinds of things to our bodies. This is for everybody, men, women. I mentioned my 15-year-old son uses it, all ethnicities. This is for everybody. I mean, look at Katarina's hairline. It's incredible. Just the transformation is beautiful. The hair alone. I know people are always talking about wanting to grow thicker hair. So that is a beautiful thing. So, you know, people are seeing these results on the outside. So can you even imagine what's happening inside? So because we do like science and studies, we did a study on both products together. They each work great alone, but together it is really taking it to the next level. So shutting off chronic inflammation, turning on antioxidant and collagen production, it's a huge benefit to the body. You take it, you feel it, and of course you're going to want to share it. How could you not want to share this? So we won't have time to go through everything LifeVantage offers, but we do have a simple variety of products just to combat the different health issues, anywhere from skin health to hair health, gut health. We have some essential nutrients, amazing clean energy drinks that save my life every single day. I don't know what I did before Axio. We even have something for our furry friends, Pet Tandem, because they get oxidative stress as well. And I know I want my furry babies around as long as possible. So at this point, you may be thinking, okay, these products are something I think I need in my life. I definitely want to do more. I want to have more energy. I want to feel better, you know, whatever that is for you. But maybe that's not all. Maybe you could use some extra income. Maybe it's an extra $200 a month. Maybe you want to pay for the mortgage, or maybe you want to replace a full-time income. I feel pretty confident in saying that, you know, we didn't expect 2020 and the repercussions it brought. I put my kids in private school so they could go to school in California during that time. I would not have been able to do that if I had not been building this business along the way. It paid for their school every single month. And honestly, I was so thankful for that. And another piece of my story is that I was laid off from my company after 11 years last year because of the impacts pandemic had on my company. So, you know, I wasn't completely freaking out because I had been building my business in the nooks and crannies all along the way for the last 5.5 years. I had that extra cushion, and just going through that made me realize the importance of a second stream of income. Like 100% made me realize, like, I've been doing the right thing along the way. So, you know, we're just a little biotech company with really a great product, an extraordinary product. And after ABC aired that report, things were flying off the shelf. We knew this company needed a story, and that's where we come in. This is the perfect opportunity to build whatever you want to build. No assets, no overhead, no employees or payroll. You work wherever and whenever you'd like. We have an amazing customer service center, so that takes care of your customers. It helps your team. We have an amazing website and app, and owning your own business comes with huge tax benefits, which you can still take advantage, by the way, for this year. We are a debt-free company that is publicly traded on the NASDAQ. I mean, that's impressive in itself. And just a fun fact, Aaron Brockovich sits on our board. So talk about an advocate for our company. So it's human nature to want to share something you love. And really, how can you not want to share something when you understand how much it can help somebody? And of course, we're always looking for new ways to activate our skin and body. And so this is our newest baby. This launched last month, True Renew. It's our daily firming complex. So if you've ever used or you know about retinol, you know it comes with some great benefits, but also not so great benefits like redness, sun sensitivity, irritation, peeling. I personally have been told I could benefit from a product like retinol because of my skins age. But my skin is very sensitive. And so that was not something I was going to be using, but this is. So True Renew has basically been created to fill out and firm the lines in your face. It is combating 11 signs of aging. And I'll tell you, on day 3, I started to notice how soft my skin started feeling. And I'm really enjoying the benefits the longer that I'm using it. And the best part about this new product is you can get it free when you sign up as a consultant. So how do you start? So you can pick a pack. We've got a few different options. These are 2 of our most popular packs that we offer because we believe that you should get in where you fit in, and everybody likes options. So you can grab the Glow Stack, which we've been sharing about today, or you can go all in and try all of our products for less than $1,000. This is a huge value. I mean, you're starting a business. I don't know anyone who started a business for less than $1,000, and you're basically getting your money back right away because you're getting all of these beautiful products. So we really want to make sure that you have an experience that you can talk about. And the best way to do that is to be a product user. So from there, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a stack that you're going to get monthly delivered to your door. Once you start really seeing and feeling a difference on these products, you're going to want to take them forever. I guarantee it. And so you're going to get the True Renew for free, which is a $75 value when you get the Healthy Glow Essential Stack in December as well. So keep that in mind. And we truly do have a movement happening here. It's extremely exciting to be a part of it. You know, have fun, make money, make a difference. Whether you're just interested in products to improve your own health, or you're interested in the opportunity to help others, or hopefully both, we have room for everybody here. No matter what your background is, no matter what your age, where you live, there's a place for you here. You know, when I first heard about this product, not too many people knew what I was going through. I almost felt ashamed by it because I'm like, I'm in such good shape and health. Like, why is this happening? So had someone not shared this information with me, I really don't know where I would be. And what I've learned over the years is that too many people suffer in silence. So never assume that someone doesn't need to hear something like this. You know, we can be the messenger to this information and truly change the world together. So we are just getting started, and I hope you join us. And if so, let me be the first to welcome you to LifeVantage. Thank you so much.